Hey, what's up, everyone? This is another addition to my series of strange occurrences videos. This particular video, the main topic of discussion is going to be these mysterious flashes of light across the sky. I'm going to first share something which happened for me. Well, not just me, but both my mama and I saw this in the sky. It was in the northeastern sky, and it was in the county over. We were in the county over from us, and while we were in town, on our way back, we noticed this. I noticed this thing in the sky. It was about 5 or 6 bright lights. And I thought it was this. If it was a jet, there was no airport in that direction. The airport was in the opposite direction. And I was saying, man, those are a lot of lights. And they're very low down, and they're moving kind of in unison. And they decided to suddenly get lower and lower and closer until it looked like they tried to take the shape of maybe a large jet, and then they spread apart, but they looked nothing like a jet. It looked like a giant jet. If it was a jet, it would have been a giant jet and way too low down. But anyway, it reminded me immediately of the Phoenix lights and that whole the Phoenix, Arizona situation where multiple eyewitnesses reported those Phoenix lights in the 1990s. That's what this reminded me of, personally. But both my mama and I witnessed this, and neither of us have an explanation for what it was, because it was not a jet, and there were multiple lights down low to the ground, way too low, right over the city, and they just vanished. Immediately, I turned my phone on, because my phone has been working horribly lately, and I'm probably just going to go ahead and have to just do a factory reset, and get a new battery and a new cord from the store or Amazon or something. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. Don't really want to buy a new phone right now. I might wind up having to do that, but that would be the more expensive option, more expensive route. But that's not really what I'd rather do. Plus, I really kind of like my phone. I like to keep it, but have to do what you have to do, I suppose. But anyway, the whole point of this video is I witnessed some of these lights. Not necessarily the boom, but the lights. And they favored this light, but there were about 5 or 6 of them. The light that you see right here. And they were in unison, and then they kind of scattered, then they got close together, went up and down, but they were all staying around the same length from each other, and they just kind of moved up and down until I turned my phone on and just decided to try to use what was left of the power to record, and they were gone immediately. Right after we passed that traffic light, and when we got past the red light, that was it. That was it. They were gone. They just disappeared, and both of us witnessed this. But anyway, with that being said, I would have loved to have gotten the picture, but they were gone immediately, and I had to have my phone off at that moment, and yeah. I wanted to make the video earlier tonight, but I didn't get a chance to as early as I would have liked to have. We weren't back until later tonight, and I really don't want to use up all of the data. We only get about 3 gigabytes of data on the mobile share data plan. It's really not that great. I would love to have unlimited data, but that's super expensive, unfortunately. Anyway, And I'm the only one with a smartphone, so it's crazy how quickly it uses up. But anyway, these mysterious lights that I'm talking about, they, I wanted to post about this when it happened yesterday, so I forgot the exact time. That's why I was stating about the data, but I would have liked to have posted it then, plus my phone's been messing up, but I'm posting it now. I'm sharing it now. I would have liked to have done it then, but I didn't get to, and I would have had to have stopped at McDonald's and used their Wi-Fi, so I wouldn't have to use the data, the mobile data. But these mysterious lights have been spotted all over the place, all over existence. Really, they've been spotted everywhere, and I've seen some myself, and it was quite interesting. I've witnessed it a few times before, but this one was more so. It was very prominent. It was obvious. It was more, I mean, where if you were paying attention, you could obviously not miss it. Right above all of the, it was right above all of the businesses and any type, pretty much anyone should have been able to see it. But this other mysterious light flashed across the sky, as you probably heard on the news or somewhere on a YouTube video online. It caused a loud boom over San Jose, California. This powerful explosion actually rattled homes, it set off car alarms, and videos of this have been posted all over the internet. Dash cams, webcams, and street cameras, and cameras on people's homes, surveillance and security cameras actually witnessed this. They videoed it. So this happened back on March 25th of this year. Hundreds of people were reporting and spotted hearing this bizarre event that rattled houses and neighborhoods just before around midnight. Now, people thought it was a sonic boom. People thought it was some sort of interdimensional traveler. People thought it was a meteor. Some thought it was some sort of a military craft or military test. Some thought it was, they didn't know. They thought it might have been an attack or an earthquake or something. And they said it was louder than any firework they'd ever heard. A light flashed across the sky, and then they just heard this loud bang. The mysterious light in the sky and the loud boom in the neighborhoods, it rattled areas, basically, just all across the neighborhood. And they reported on it the very next day, all over the news, basically, in the community networks, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. It was all over the internet. Everywhere you looked, YouTube videos were being posted about it, and it was on the local news. Then it spread to several news agencies nationwide, contributing to the spread of this. The video was posted online. A small light traveled across the sky for about 1 minute long. Then there's this flash and a boom. The sky event actually shook windows and set off car alarms everywhere. Now, New Year's Eve, there's always mortars or M100s or M1000s going off around here, he said. Johnson stated this, but we know what those sound like, and this was nothing like it. He's not alone. The neighborhood next door page actually had more than 120 comments on it. People said it sounded like it was right outside their front door. Now, the next video is published in the description. You can actually check this out. I will post a link in the description, which I'm going to go ahead and do so that I don't forget. I'm going to go ahead and copy the link, and I'll post it below. I'll paste the link below so that you can actually check this out. I'll put link 1, and then I'll put the link next to it, and you can check it out below this video. Now, the boom was so earth-shaking that many residents reported feeling the vibration through their chest and body. Now, that's kind of interesting as well. You can also check the YouTube video of it out here. I'll copy this link as well. This is the link. But that's kind of interesting how this could be felt across people's chests and bodies. So it's obviously a definite force. And I mean, we know that already based on the reports taking place. But this individual stated they thought at first maybe the transformer blew, but they've had that happen before, and it was nothing like that. It wasn't that. Said Cynthia Husted. I believe that's how you say her last name, Husted. But anyway, we asked the FAA if they could identify that flying object. A spokesperson didn't want to guess, but he said it didn't look like any aircraft operation. Maybe some sort of interdimensional traveler? many sort of different explanations and speculations have been reported. So we'll have to find out. Usually they never come up with a follow-up explanation, and we never hear anything back, so it's anyone's guess. So what about a nice big fireball exploding in the sky, guys? This article says nothing was reported on the American Meteor Society on this date, so it obviously was not a meteor. So let me know what you think about this, and also let me know if you witnessed anything like I described in the beginning of this video that we saw Sunday evening on Easter/April Fool's Day, which was strange that those 2 days were together. But if you witnessed anything last night, Sunday night, Easter Sunday, in the sky, let me know, because if you witnessed this on March 25th in California, or anything like it anywhere, let me know. I witnessed several bright lights in the sky that reminded me very much so of, it reminded me a lot of the Phoenix Lights in the 1990s. So let me know what you remember, what you witnessed. I'm used to saying remember, but let me know what you witnessed regarding this. I'm not sure what happened in the last video that I was working with that microphone, or headset microphone, so I'm just using it so that it doesn't make that feedback noise. I'm not sure what happened, that interference noise. But anyway, let me know if you witnessed anything like this. I send much love. Thanks for everything. Peace. And leave your comments in the comment section below. As always, the link is below to this article, and you can also feel free to email me, as many of you have, and I thank you so much for that. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, you can leave a direct message on YouTube. Peace. Much love. God bless. Bye.